Restoring activities and resources or materials that we've backed up previously. Now if you remember, or if you had a chance to look at the clip entitled Backing Up Resources and Activities, if you remember, we used this test site, and what we did was all the materials available in this block 1 under the title Templates, Forms and Guidance, we created or made a backup of these with a view to restoring them as they are presented here into another course on Moodle. And now this clip is going to show you how we did that. We created a backup, which was a zip folder, and we saved it to the desktop. Now we're going to access that zip folder and transfer it into another course and hopefully restore it exactly as it is presented here in this course. Okay, well first we need to go to another course that we to the course where we want to actually restore these materials into. So here we have another test site, and as you can see, a couple of them are blank. There's very few materials here. So we need to restore. What's important here, as you can see, block 1 is actually empty and it's got nothing in it, which is rather useful because the materials that we backed up actually came from block 1, and that's very important because when we restore them, they will automatically go into block 1. So it's very important to make note whether or not you have existing materials already in block 1, because that will dictate how and what factors you will select when you are creating the settings to restore. Okay, so we need to go obviously under administration once again and look for the restore button or text, which is this one. So we'll restore. We need to then, it automatically goes into our backup folder in this particular course, and we will select upload a file. We will browse and look for that backup we made, which was this one here, and double click that, and therefore it's there, and we'll upload this file. And here now we have a backup of this. So now we have two options here. If you want, depends. If you're not sure whether you want all these materials to be restored exactly as they were, because then what you can do is what we've done and showed you in other clips. You can unzip them, and then they will appear in the files folder, and then you can upload them individually one by one into the respective blocks or wherever you want to put them. If, however, you're happy that you want to restore these as they are into in this case, block 1, then we will select the restore, and we'll restore them, and it'll ask you, and yes, we do want to continue. And then we'll have a choice of, once it's just letting us know what's the information. This is the information we backed up, so there's not a lot we can do about that. It's just informing us. Now we don't want to restore it. Here we have the options then of deciding what we want to do with these materials in relation to how we want them restored. So we want to put them into the current course where it is, because we're opened up in a current course, and we want to put into the current course deleting it first or adding data to it. Well, we don't want to delete the data in the course, and even if we had data in block 1, we wouldn't want to delete that maybe, but we don't want to delete the data in the course. We want to add to it. So we want to go into this current course and add data to it. So what will happen is that when we select this, then is that the computer will think, okay, you want to upload all those materials and you want to include them in block 1 because that's where they were taken from the previous course, and you don't want to delete anything else. Okay, the rest is irrelevant because it's just telling you where you got the materials from, but that's only important if you're creating a new course. We're going into the current course, and if you look at the breadcrumbs up here, the current course is mini guides, and that's where we want to go. So we're happy with all of these things. We don't have to worry about anything else. We just select continue and restore this course now. Yes, please. Okay, and therefore this should be confirmation that it's been done. Yes, it's been restored, completed successfully. And now we should have in block 1 in Moodle the materials, there we are, as they were presented or as they were when we created the backup. And if we reduce this for a moment, and if we look at the original where we got them, we can see, if we just graduate, here's one, that's the test one, there we go. And now if I just select the original, I selected the wrong one, which is the original. There we go. We can see that they are exactly the same as when they were presented, as when we created the backup. So we can shut that down, go back here to where we were, and there we are. We have restored everything as they are and as they should be. Now, not only are they restored as they appear here, but if we go into the files, if we scroll down here and go into the files, we will see that they are also in here, and there we have them, referencing guidelines, the dissertation, all of them are there, the ethics, the other dissertation policies in alphabetical or in the order they were when they were taken out and backed up. And that, in a nutshell, is how you can restore backups of dedicated materials from one course onto another course, into another course on Moodle.